Hey, it's your Jet Star from 99 JAMZ, and I am with 24 Hours.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, hi.
How are you?
I am doing well. So, Oakland born, and you live in ATL now.
I live in LA now, but I lived in ATL for
Oh, you were in Atlanta before. Okay.
Yeah, I lived in Atlanta for a while, though.
What was going on in Atlanta? What made you go to Atlanta for a little bit?
I went to Atlanta right when I graduated high school and did like my first record deal and really got introduced to the music industry and stayed there for about 7 years, 6 years, and then moved to LA.
How would you describe the difference between the music scene in Atlanta and LA?
Atlanta run it.
Really? You think so?
For sure. For sure. Atlanta run it. If it was like if the industry was like basketball teams, like Atlanta would be fully loaded. For sure.
Fun fact, so you and Madeintyo are brothers.
Blood.
Yep, I love that. What was it like growing up musically with you and your brother just kind of being into music? Did he, get ideas off of you or?
Nah, he was super into girls. So like growing up, like I was doing music.
Okay.
And he would come in and like in his little time, like try to kick a freestyle and be like, yo, I gotta go to the movies with this girl, or yo, I gotta go do this with the girl. It wasn't until like he saw that I got something serious, like I was doing shows and stuff like that, and then I graduated high school and then I moved away, and then he was calling me like, yo, I did a whole tape, like I'm serious and da-da-da-da-da. But in high school, nah, girls.
He was like putting him on blast.
He was girl. I mean, he know.
So I know you all have collaborated on projects, and a lot of times people use the term SoundCloud rappers, right? And I know people take that offensively. And I know you use SoundCloud to promote your music along with other streaming platforms. But are you offended by that? Did SoundCloud actually really help you get to where you are and build your audience?
Yeah, for sure. I'm like when J. Cole say torn in two generations, like that's like me. I was around before SoundCloud ever existed and had like Double XL before. I was on Double XL The Break like 2010. So like I'm just like a survivor over time and able to, every time it's a new wave, hop into the new wave. But to dial more in on SoundCloud, I feel like when SoundCloud was at its peak, I did a lot of millions and millions of views on there, and just knew how to use it to my advantage, and it worked. It worked for SoundCloud definitely. If we look at views, like I might have got my first 10 million views on SoundCloud.
Oh wow, that's dope. Now you and your brother created a collective called the Private Record Club.
Private Club Records. Yep.
Yep, and so you all just did a partnership with Rostrum Records.
Yes.
Talk about what does that adventure entail?
Man,
that you can speak on.
Shout out to Rostrum, shout out to CEO, shout out to Benji and my whole team over there. I sat with Rostrum and expressed my energy, expressed how passionate, and like just expressed everything that I had going on with Private Club Records. And I was actually looking to, partner up with a major, and they just showed me so much like interest in what I had going on, and not only me, just the whole team, And I think in hip hop right now, everything is very, very. When you're trying to push a team or a collective or anything that you have going on, and you're hot, like it's hard to really, or you're still coming up. It's hard to really get people to put that same energy into your team that they put into you, if they feel like they're not at the level you're at. So Rostrum showed me like, we want to do anything that you want to do, and we just want to make it huge and do it. So I also took a A&R capacity at Rostrum, so just them believing in my vision and like my history for like putting Tokyo in the game, like they just saw it. So we partnered up, and I think we're very tight. They're very creative. They're super open, and I think they're ready for this run that they're about to have right now. You know, it's already as coming up as a kid and being under the, you know, coming up on Mac Miller and coming up on Wiz Khalifa and me and Wiz being super cool,
right?
And just seeing, you know, what they done, and now Rostrum telling me like where they're going and where they want to go. Like, it don't make sense for me to come in as an A&R, because like when it comes to the young wave, like, and when it comes to the culture, when it comes to the new and old, like, I'm just like a student all the way around. So like, I see people before they're even people. Just like, I mean, they're people before it just even unfolds, you know. So I think with that, like, little what's the word I'm looking for? I think with that talent and Rostrum seeing it and making me an A&R, like, I just think there's a lot of wins. There's a lot of wins coming for the team, for me and Rostrum and us together as a partnership.
You mentioned being a student of the game, and I feel like a lot of people, when they get that success, they lose sight of being teachable still, despite how much they know. Do you think that's what hurts some of the younger artists, just not allowing themselves to be a student?
Some of them just don't care, and it's like, you know, and I can speak on this and say it in the most delicate way, but like, you know, Tokyo's my baby brother, so like, I see how his mind works, and you know, they're very unconcerned with like the way it was once done and how it was done, and you know, because that way doesn't really work now. It's just a whole different format and platform. You know, they don't even think about the way it was working in '96, because what does that do? Like,
for 2019, right?
Do? Like, some of y'all in '96 can't even stream a certain amount of numbers, so it's just changed. So they feel like they're the leaders of what they do. In all actuality, they are, because it is a new time.
Right.
It's a new game. So I think you have to be a student if you really, really love the music, because then you know where we came from, and then you know what you can bring to the game. But you know, even for the OGs, they got to be a student of the new wave, because you know, they're sitting like, man, in our time, I had to sell this many hard copies to do this and do this. Well, and I went platinum, but in 2019, I can't go platinum for some reason, or I can't sell any copies, or I'm not streaming. So what am I doing wrong? You got to dig into the new and figure it out. Put some of these kids on your team. These kids,
I agree with that, yeah.
You know, I'm young, but like, I look at kids that's like 16, 17 and talk to them at a level, and they're telling you, oh, you don't know about him? You don't know about this kid? Like, who is this kid? Like, yeah, he has 2 million followers. He has this, that. I'm like, yeah, y'all, all right. It just get younger and younger. So, as long as you're open to learn. Right. And, you know, you don't always got to, you don't always, you could take pieces from what you learn and apply it to your situation, but I always say just be open ears. I got nothing but love for the OGs, and I got nothing but love for the young generation. And I think that's how I get so far, because you look at my album and see production by Hit Boy, and then you see features with Lil Pump to YG to Dom Kennedy to the spectrum is so wide, because I see people for who they are, and like, if I ever looked at you in a certain way, if I ever was a fan of you, it'll never change. Like that time will always, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Now, House on the Hill EP is out now, which is a complete vibe. I am definitely digging that. And then you have Back Out single,
yes,
which was released under the new partnership that you have with Rostrum.
That's the first song we released under the partnership, and Back Out is doing amazing.
A song, congrats.
I actually a story, just nobody's ever heard this either. I was we were in negotiation. We was figuring it out, the Rostrum situation, and they actually put me at their studios to work on music, and I actually cut Back Out at their studio. So it's kind of ironic. Like, that was one of the first songs I cut at their studio, and like, as soon as I cut it, I was like, man, this song is gonna be a summer song. Like, it's gonna be a summer song. We just got to go now. And Rostrum just jumped into it. I mean, we had it out in like a week. So like, and now I'm getting calls from all over the world.
I mean, it's on streaming platforms. Yeah, Spotify picked it up on
playlist. Yep, like, it's moving, and I'm hearing it everywhere. We've been in Miami for a few days, and I mean, everywhere we went. Like,
that's what's up.
It's been turned up. So and we haven't even got far on this end. It's just the beginning, so I'm excited for it. I know how records pick up legs and grow. Like,
right.
So yeah.
Right. And that picked up pretty quickly, you would say, right?
Fast. This the fastest record. Yeah, and my last record, like, I think the last time I was here, last record was the biggest record for me. We went 8 on Urban and 20 on Arrhythmic, and like that was huge for me. And this record already feels like 10 times bigger than the last one, and it's just moving fast. So I'm just bracing myself, and taking it step by step. But I know it's gonna be by July 4th. This song will be smashing. Yeah.
Will it be attached to a debut album that's coming out? Where will they be able to hear it beyond it being a single? Is it a part of another project that hasn't come out yet or that you're working on?
I got a lot of projects.
Yeah.
I guess I call them all albums, but there'll definitely be a project. There'll definitely be another project when I just like figure it out. Right now, I'm new over it. We're new with the partnership, and I've been working on a lot of music. My laptop always has like over 500-600 songs.
Oh wow!
So, like, I just work every day. Every time I'm in the studio, I do 4 to 5 songs. So and I'm in the studio every other day. So there's always a lot of music. I think seeing like how my single rolls out and how it feels, and for sure, I feel like when we get up there on those top 10s and top 20s, I'll be announcing a project and something to go with it. This would definitely probably be the first single off of a mixtape or album.
The
Not
next
sure
thing
yet.
that you drop yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what's next for you? So you got the single out. Are you touring? Are there some other ventures that you're doing within music or without, outside of music?
I really just been pushing my artists, and I'm executive producing Tokyo's next album.
Nice.
Shout out to Tokyo. We just we certified gold on his last
Brother
single
Love
with ASAP Ferg. He's been touring. He just came off of a tour. He's doing some dates with Juice WRLD right now. So I'm getting him together and like putting his project together. His project takes time because he's very particular on everything. So we're getting it together, and he won't turn the project in if I don't like go over it with him and make sure it's straight. So like I'm making time to do that. Our female in our collective, Salma Slim, she just dropped her project, Runway Rapper, and I've delivered a couple people to Rostrum. So I'm just getting the business side on that side together. Then me and Ty. Ty's album is finished up, and I'm on there.
Ty Dolla $ign.
Ty Dolla $ign, yeah, for y'all don't know, Ty Dolla $ign. Ty Dolla $ign is down with my business, so he's a part of the management with me. So we work on a lot of stuff. We actually like created like kind of like a group, but like anytime we drop music, we go by $24. Like I got it tatted on my arm, he got it tatted on his neck, and like we've been kind of working on this mystery album, $24 for a while. We got over 100 records, but we're just waiting for the perfect time to put it out. So he's been a part of my last 3 projects.
Yeah.
And, every single, my last radio single, he was on it. This one, he's on it. So like we're just branding us too, and he has a collective label collective that he started called The Movement, and on the management side, I'm a part of that too, and I help him push that, like whatever he needs and whatever I need. So shout out to Dollar $ign. We've been working, and just growing, and I guess as a human, like just as a you know what I'm saying, growing as a person.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Growing as a person and maturing. Like I could say I've been one of those kids that kind of grew up in hip hop, like from 2008 till now. I've been fully in it, like fully, never nothing but music for the last 2008. It's 10 years, 11 years, like nothing but in it. So did my whole teenage to now doing it. So I'm blessed to be in the position that I am, like as an A&R, as a mentor, as an artist, as a friend to some of my people, as a brother. Just blessed to be up and move with my team and strategize and be able to make a living off of what I do, and truly thankful to the people that support me and anybody around me to help us get to where we want to go. So, you know, God's really steering the whole thing. And I'm just here for the ride and making sure I'm on time and working as hard as I can.
I'm not mad at that. I love that. I love that. So you got your hands in so many different things. Congratulations on all your ventures and things that you're working on.
Thank you so much.
So now how can they find out about you, your social life? How can they follow you in all the projects that you got going on?
Man, I'm super active, so I'm all over. I mean, if you're not familiar, I'm on all the social media that y'all on 24 hours. Like, I'm on Instagram every day, on Twitter. I'm on everything. I follow, I watch. You know, for hundreds and hundreds of people hitting me about the A&R stuff and where can they send music. Like,
yeah.
You know, I really just, like, I'm really not a send music type of guy. Like, I'm an A&R, but I'm not like a check an email to listen to your music. I kind of listen to the wave. I kind of watch what you got going on. So if you made enough noise for me to see you, and I'm talking about, like, I see guys with 100,000 followers doing their thing to guys with 2,000 followers, but like their video just came across me. So it's kind of like I keep my eyes open and my ears. And Tokyo's like a big undercover A&R too.
He pushes people your way.
He just texts me names. He just sends me names. Like, he sends me videos. Like, yo, we should sign this guy. Yo, you should, but we should sign this guy.
Yeah.
He like the you know, because I'm in an A&R position. He's like, well, shoot. Now I could be A&R, but don't really gotta be A&R. I could just send 20 to the artists that I find. So, you know, a few guys in our collective, Tokyo is responsible for. We got a guy who's doing really well named Down to Earth. And, he's just such a vibe, and Tokyo's known him for a while, and he introduced him to me like, hey, man, this was earlier in Tokyo's career. He's like, I don't know what I can do with this guy, but I know you know. And I'm like, well, shoot, let me hear him. And he was just amazing. So we're actually, you know, it's a potential. He has some
potential
big,
situation.
Yeah, he has some big potential. So check him out if you guys get a chance. Down to Earth. He's out of here.
Come on, sounding board from your brother.
For sure. Yep.
That's what's up. 24 Hours. Thank you so much for stopping through.
Man, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.